Ruby Gillman, Teenage Kraken, is a DreamWorks film from 2023. This is directed by Domingo and Farron Pearl, and we have a pretty great voice cast, including Lana Condor as Ruby. We have Toni Collette as Agatha and Jane Fonda as Grandmamah. And I thought this was fine. I like the fact that we have a slightly different treatment of mermaids to what we usually have in animated films. That was certainly quite fascinating. The pacing is great, the narrative works well, the characters are likeable. Ruby is a very likeable protagonist, but I just found it to be kind of dull. So it seems like it ticks all of the right boxes, but I wasn't really enjoying it. This is about, well, it's about a teenage Kraken. It's a girl called Ruby who finds out that she is a Kraken, and whenever she is in water or in the ocean, she transforms into her Kraken form. I love the design of the character. I think she looks brilliant. I think the colour choice is really interesting. It works really well. And as I said, Ruby is a really likeable protagonist, so I was definitely interested in her journey. And part of it is a journey of self-discovery as she finds out who she really is and what her identity is. But we also have this feud, this tension's too tame a word, but between the Krakens and the mermaids. And that means that the mermaids, because we're watching this from a Kraken perspective, the mermaids are not necessarily painted in the most positive light, which is very atypical for an average mermaid animation. And we have some really fascinating characters. The underwater scenes are just absolutely stunning. Visually, the animation is, well, it's a DreamWorks animation. It's exactly what one would expect. I have no problems with the animation quality whatsoever. I just found that even though the narrative did work well, and it's an interesting concept, and I can't say it's badly executed, I just feel like it was missing something, and I can't put my finger on what it is. But while everything works, I didn't come away from it thinking, yes, I thoroughly enjoyed that, because I kind of didn't. And I know that might not make a lot of sense, given that I actually have a lot of praise for all of the basic elements of the film. I guess it's more so that I feel like it's kind of unmemorable. I watched it, it was fine, I didn't hate it, I certainly enjoyed the visuals, I thought the animation was very appealing, and Ruby I did like. But when it comes to the narrative, yeah, it works well, but I just feel like it's missing something, and I don't know what that something is. Maybe it's comedy, but not necessarily. I can't put my finger on it. It is an okay film. I can't specifically fault it, but I doubt I'd ever watch it again. That being said, maybe I would. Maybe at some point in the distant future, I'd watch it again with the hope either of coming away from it having really enjoyed it that time, or being able to pinpoint why exactly I didn't love it. So maybe one day, but I'm not in a hurry to do so. Would I recommend it? Yes, if you're an animation fan, I think there are bits in this that you will certainly enjoy. It's not perfect. I can't quite identify why, but at the end of the day, the narrative works well. Ruby is a very likeable protagonist. The animation is stunning. So it ticks enough boxes for me to say I'm happy to recommend it. Maybe I'll watch it again one day, but I'm definitely not in a hurry to do so.